Hello, if you are new here, my name is Busola. If you're always here, it's a delight to have you here again. You're welcome. And today, we'll be having a review of the expected dates of departure, preparing for the death of loved ones. If you are interested in buying the books, the links and phone numbers are in the description. I'm privileged to have two of my very special people, Ubong and Kes.
Hello everyone, I'm Ubong and today I'm going to be talking to you about Expected Date of Departure. This is a book by Mrs. Olubusola Eshet, a woman who is very close to my heart, and if you haven't read it already, it is a fascinating guide into what we as human beings can do to prepare for that one inevitable event in our lives that we all know as death. Yes, death. I said it's a pretty difficult subject to talk about and it can be very heavy, but if we consider the fact that we are going to lose at least one person who is close to us in our lifetime, or that we are going to be helping somebody who is going through grief, we would consider this to be an essential guide, wouldn't we? In this book, she talks about the different aspects of preparation. She talks about her personal experiences, she talks about lessons that she's learned from people who are grieving, and she talks about different types of literature that she has read, referencing them, quoting the Bible, just different ways that are just helping us to prepare. But in this video, I'm going to be talking about the two things that particularly resonated with me, and I'm going to call them one, the love, and two, the why. The first one, the love. I would consider myself to be somebody who, when I enter a room, the first thing I'm thinking about is what are the different ways that I can escape if anything happens. Maybe the structure is about to collapse. Are there any sharp corners? So I'm somebody who is already hyper aware of death. But this kind of hyper awareness actually translates into the different ways that I live my life and the different ways I approach different relationships in my life. But this book particularly taught me that you need to not be so closed off in love, in friendship, in different ways that you approach your life, that you need to love wholeheartedly despite the realities of death. And there's a particular poem in chapter 1, I won't reveal it, that just encapsulates this particular thought very, very well. The second reason is the why. And I think one thing that we as Christians tend to forget is that although God wants a fulfilling life, a full, purposeful life for us here on earth, that our ultimate goal is to be with Him in heaven. And I think one of the things that this book does is first to remind you of that. But secondly, to also relieve us of the shame and the guilt that we usually associate with death, and to just help us look forward and look toward the only one who matters, and that is God. I can talk more and more and more about this book, but I would encourage you to go get a copy and definitely enjoy. You will learn so much about it. If you can, take notes. But I know that I definitely learned a lot, and I hope you do too. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Hello, I'm Adeniran. I just read this beautiful book, Expected Date of Departure, Preparing for the Death of Loved Ones by Olubusola Eshet. Beautiful book. Questions stuck at my mind, but dare I ask? Such questions I would ask. You bury them in your heart. Let no one know I have such questions. But answers come only by asking. Perhaps I should ask. Perhaps others want to ask. But who will build the cat? Olubusola Eshet. The one who asks questions doesn't lose his way. I read this book and I've been blessed by it, It's really beautiful. It's a book about grief. Yes, you heard me, grief. You know what? Reading this book it's not going to jinx you. It's not going to jinx, you that if I read this book now, immediately I would experience grief. No, it won't. It empowers you. You are in better control of how you deal with grief when it finally comes. If it happens to us, or that's life, c'est la vie. That's life. It's only a matter of time. sooner, later, whenever it comes, and it prepares us. It prepares us because even Jesus, he experienced grief. He wept. The Bible said he wept when Lazarus died. So it's okay. It's natural. It's okay. Even in the midst of our weeping or our mourning, we know we did our best. We know we lived our life. We gave our all to this person. We gave our all to this relationship. And that's what this book is all about, being deliberate in our relationship with people, being deliberate, even in little actions. And the beauty about, why I love this book so much is that, she was really vulnerable, She was vulnerable to us. She told us about her fears, even things as little as, and temporary separation from your spouse, having to travel, even with friends or families, those feelings that, oh, I'm missing this person. Going to see your family member, and you're now wondering that, this is what I'm seeing now. I hope, I might go to see them the next time I come visiting. And, she gave her story. She talked about her fears. Those questions that you always put behind us, thinking that if this question, just forget them. They forget that they exist, as if forgetting them will make this grief not to happen. No, she was really vulnerable. These fears, these questions, they are all, there are things we have we all have it. We all pass through this. And at the beginning of the read, questions. This book has questions, and the bit about it that not those questions, she answered these questions. The questions we are so afraid to answer, she answered them, and I found solace in these answers, and I got answers to so many questions that that are bugging me for so many years. So I really would recommend this book to every one of us, the young, the old, whatever phase of life we're in now. Please read this book. Please read it. It's a book I would, I can't keep going. I can't keep talking about it. Go and get your copy. Get it now. Get your copy. Get it now. Get a copy. So I'm going to leave you with another of what she wrote. Beautiful. I'm leaving you with this. Should I come that close to you, or even allow you to come this close to me? It's good to be close. Oh, I want. But is it right to be close? Seeing we can be separated without even a moment's notice. Or should we keep a distance so parting will not be that hard? Olubusola Eshet. Grief is a price we pay for love.
Thank you, Bon. Thank you, Kes. Good job. Have you clicked like and have you subscribed to this channel? Don't forget to post your comments and questions. Yes, questions are always welcome. And if you feel your questions are too personal to post in the comment section, that's okay. You can always direct message me on Instagram at my full names, Olubusola Eshet. Thank you again for joining me today, and I hope to see you in my next video. Till then, bye.